Well, hello, 83 Oral Communications class, and hello, all who inevitably end up listening to what will be a multi-part series of rants against the Cleveland Browns. And I felt like we should start today's rant with the man you can obviously see on the screen, who's my least favorite player on the Browns. He's not even a player. Sorry. Coach, player. I hate him so freaking much. Now, who is this? Well, his name is Mike Prefer. Now, what is his job? Well, apparently his job is to be the special teams coordinator. But he is so bad at that. It is not even it is not even funny. To all the people who watch the Bengals game, you know why that's hilarious. Roughing the punter, 4th and 15, huh? What are we it is all coaching. It has been atrocious. We can't cover onside kicks. We can't cover kickoffs. We can't return kickoffs. We constantly take kickoffs out of the end zone to the 15-yard line and screw over our drives constantly. And who does it all lead back to? It's not the players. They're not just doing it by themselves, huh? There's somebody whose job it's supposed to be to coordinate these players into knowing what the hell to do. And yet they don't know what the hell to do. They never know what to do. They never once knew how to do it because he doesn't prepare them, because he's bad at his job. You know what? He's not bad at his job. We're going to look up other words. Let's go to the thesaurus real quick. Let's look up bad real quick. Oh, unacceptable, terrible, horrible, disastrous, deficient, pathetic, brutal, dreadful, suboptimal. All of these. He is ungodly, unfathomably terrible at his job. 15-year-olds, 12-year-olds even, on Madden wouldn't make the simple mistakes constantly that he makes. And yet, constantly, game in and game out, he's doing the same absolute BS that screws us over in the end. And I shouldn't hate him near as much as I do, because special teams isn't a big part of the game. But there's no coincidence that frickin' Cade Yorks gets a ton of field goals tipped. Why do we always get field goals tipped? What's going on there? Huh? That's a specifically Browns problem. Maybe it's a little bit of a Cade York problem, our kicker. But what are we doing? What's our coverage doing? That's his job to coordinate, and he can't do it. He can't do it effectively at all. Why can't we stop an onside kick? If anybody watched the Jets game, what are we doing for onside kicks? Heck, anybody who's ever watched the Browns attempt to receive or kick off an onside kick knows that not only can we not get onside kicks, like in the Bills game when our receivers are just having balls go through their hands, not only can we not do that, we can't freaking do an onside kick. We don't know to just push the ball out of bounds. We don't know. For some reason, we're trying to catch it. Your entire job is to coordinate the special teams, Prefer. And you can't do that. He couldn't be the special teams coordinator for Moeller. D2 middle school teams wouldn't want him as the special teams coordinator. How does he have an NFL job? He's 56, and he can't coordinate a special teams unit. I could do it better than him because you couldn't be worse at your job than Mike Prefer as it is. If you were as bad at your job as Mike Prefer was at his, you simply couldn't have a job. They wouldn't keep you around. But for some reason, we're on the 4th year of this effing contract. For some reason, we refuse to fire him. Why? He's so unequivocally bad. It's atrocious. Every single time we kick off, I have to pray that we don't do something stupid. That's how bad he is at his job. It's not like I'm just not hoping for us the worst of the worst. It's no, I have to literally hope that we don't do whatever the dumbest decision is because we consistently do it with this man as our special teams coordinator. We refuse to change. Mike Prefer, you were part 1 of this Browns rant because you were the worst coach on this team. And that's saying something because Joe Woods, and we'll get to Joe Woods, he's inept at his job as well. But you somehow take the title of the worst coach on one of the statistically worst teams of all time. So thank you, Mike Prefer, because you will be remembered in Cleveland history for being as bad as you are. You should be banned from the city of Cleveland for the atrocities you have committed to this team and all the heartache you have put on us fans. You are atrocious. You are somehow a better head coach when you head coached the Browns against the Steelers in the playoffs than you are as a special teams coordinator. How does that make sense? How are you better at a different job than you are at the one you were hired to do? You make no sense, Prefer, and for that, you are part one of this rant because you are atrocious at your job. I hate you so much. I hope you get fired. I hope you are banned from the city of Cleveland. You deserve it for all the garbage crap you have done as our special teams coordinator. You suck, and that is part one.